Hi, I'm Srikanth Pragada. In this video, I demonstrate how you can copy a GitHub repository into your local system, which is called as cloning a repo. And once we clone, we will be able to download all the changes in the repo using what is called as a pull request. But to do this in your system, you need to first have Git, which is the software we use to manage GitHub cloning and pulling. Git is installed by first downloading Git for Windows. In fact, you have Git for Mac, Linux, etc. So as I'm using Windows, I'm going to use this Windows. So just click on this link to download Git for Windows. And the latest version is 2.53.0. That's fine. Whatever, you just download that. And once you download this file, go ahead and install it. As I already have, I'm not showing you how to install. It's pretty straightforward. You just need to simply double click on the downloaded file and it is installed. Once it is installed, go to your command prompt. You can check what is the version you have, whether you have Git installed. Go to Git and then check your version. Well, I have slightly older version of Git, but nevertheless, I have it. So you install Git to start with. Then you need to clone or download a Git repository. So find out which repository you want to clone. Go to that repo. Assume you want to create a clone for my repo, which is test repo. So go there, go to that repo, and just make sure the repo is a public repo. So once it is a public repo, you have access to it. Then go to this code, click on that, and select this URL. Just copy that. So once you copy it, you have the URL for this repo. Now come to command prompt, and this is where you have to give a command called git clone followed by whatever URL you have copied, and then you can give the name of the folder. So you can say, for example, test repo. It will create this folder in the current directory, and if you don't give that, it will use the name of the repo. Of course, in this case, both are same, but it's up to you. You can either give the name of the directory, or if you don't give the name of the directory, it automatically takes the repo name as the directory name. Let's go run this, and it is cloning that. It downloaded all the files. So if you go and have a look at it, you can see test repo. And if you go into test repo, you find the files which are there in that repo. You can check that. So here is your repo, and you have the same files, readme, and then these two files. So you made a copy of this in the local system. And in case if any changes are made to this repo, you would like to download all the changes. How do we do that? In order to do that, we need to go to the same folder, but this time you have to be inside the folder, and you need to simply say git and then pull. That's it. That's all you need to do. So after a few days, if you want to download all the changes made to the repository, just use git pull, and you will be able to download whatever changes that are present in that repo. But right now I don't have any changes, but let us see what happens if I make some changes. Okay, now you can see I added one more file. This is the new file I placed in my repo. So since I created a clone, since I pulled the content from this was added. So now if I say pull, this is to be downloaded from GitHub repo into my local system. So let's go to the same folder. Let's give the same, and it is going to detect some changes took place, and exactly this is the file that was placed, and now it understood that and it downloaded that. Now if you go to that, you will see the new file, which is this. That's it. So every time you want to bring the changes from repo into your local system, just give simply git followed by pull. You don't need to give anything else. Just say git and pull. That's it. The job is done. That's it. So install git, create a clone, and then keep pulling every time you want to download the updates. That's all. Hope you understood how you can create a clone and then how you can download all the updates from the repository into your local system. Keep trying, keep learning, keep growing.